Hey y'all, this is Ryan with TrendLizard.com. Per request by a new subscriber, thanks for signing up by the way, I am going to take a look at Carvana today. CVNA is the ticker, and there's a couple more that we will take a look at in subsequent videos. But I'm going to start with this one, and I can see why you are interested in it. It's a very interesting stock that has gone absolutely crazy off the 2020 low after getting smoked, obviously, earlier in 2020. So we're going to start with the very long-term time frame, zoom in from there, see what we can figure out about the Elliott wave pattern and how you might want to trade it. So CVNA was incepted as a stock back in 2017. Had a nice up leg here, went from under 10 to above 100 over the course of about 3 years. It was absolutely crushed in early 2020 and has mostly retraced the loss that it had posted in early 2020. So you can label this up move off of the 2017 low however you want. It doesn't matter. The pullback that occurred off that 2020 high basically cleans the slate. It tells us that whatever was happening to the upside, no matter how you want to label it, is over. It retraced more than 61.8% of this entire up move. So this up move is over. This was a larger counter trend pullback. No two ways about it, no questions about it. So whatever happened from there basically reset the Elliott wave pattern because we know this corrected everything that came before it. So all we really care about is the action that happened off the 2020 low. So let's take another perspective as well. If you look at the 2020 pullback and then the subsequent 2020 recovery, you see that the recovery has mostly retraced all of the decline. So no matter how you want to label the decline, despite its sharp and strong nature, we know that it's a counter trend move. It has to be a counter trend move. It's been almost completely retraced, and that means that the overall trend is up. This is all bullish stuff. The only question that we really need to know is the pullback off the 2020 high over, or are we going to get a larger counter trend pullback where price puts in a high near here and goes back down to the March's low? So that's the question we're going to answer. Let's zoom in and focus on the only price action that matters on this chart, and that's the advancing action off of March's low. Here it is. This move looks trendy to me. It looks like a 5-wave move that's developing. It's probably nearing a high to the up leg that emerged off of March's low, but this is a bullish thing overall. It tells us that the counter trend the pullback that happened, yes, the counter trend pullback in 2020 is likely over. This is probably the low. Very likely the low, and what we have here is the start of a new uptrend on CVNA. If we jump back out, recall that we kind of reset things off the 2020 low, so this looks like the start of a new uptrend. That is very bullish. In the shorter time frames, I think what's going to happen is we're going to find a high to this up leg off of March's low. We're going to get a counter trend pullback that finds support somewhere in this yellow area, and then we see CVNA turn higher from there to give us the next installment, the next 5-wave advance off of March's low. So if you currently own CVNA, you can stay long as it's trading above 85. But if you get a breach of 85, it's confirmation that this up leg is over and that you are getting a larger pullback. If you don't own CVNA, I wouldn't buy it right here just because I think it's getting closer to a high. And I would wait for this pullback. I'd wait for a move below 85 and a move into this yellow support area to confirm that a low is in. And just wait, or confirm that a high is in and wait for a larger pullback to find support in this area. Once it starts turning higher again from there, that is when I'd be looking to buy it. You're probably going to get a pullback that lasts at least a few weeks. It's basically correcting this up leg here, which took several weeks to play out. So you're going to get at least a few weeks to the downside here. Once that pullback does occur, look for support in this area. Once you start seeing some purposeful strength out of this area, that is going to be your buying opportunity. So that's what we're looking at. I'm bullish on CVNA. It looks good overall. We might be in store for a larger near-term pullback in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. But overall, CVNA is going to continue to look bullish as long as it's trading above 55, which I would not expect it to trade below 55 anytime soon, with a move below 85 confirming that a larger pullback has occurred. I hope that's helpful. We'll get to another one momentarily. Thanks.